So at this point, we've done some pretty insane eating videos with lots of editing, but not today. This week's objective is just to see, can we make the longest eating video on YouTube?
Yeah, now in order for this to be the longest mukbang on YouTube, hopefully, we have to be eating continuously throughout this video. So no like taking big long breaks or anything.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take it slow, hang out, enjoy ourselves, and see how long we can make this last. But what do you want to start with?
I'm thinking we start with these candy bar cookies because we've never tried them and I think that sounds like fun.
Excellent. These are made with Snickers. So I believe that means they would be peanut butter, caramel,
Chocolate.
and chocolate.
Let's start with one.
Yeah, cool.
All right, here it is, the Snickers cookie. Here we go.
And we're in. The eating has begun.
That's really good. Peanut butter stands out a lot. It's not as buttery as I thought it would be though, and very chewy.
I'm having a very different experience. I feel like it's extremely buttery. The peanut butter is definitely strong. I think that
Oh yeah, no, that way it was.
the chocolate's not coming through much.
Chocolate's not coming through all that much, but it's also a lot chewier than I thought it was gonna be.
I think it's great. So obviously, it's gonna be impossible for anyone to watch this entire video. But if anyone out there wants to timestamp some pretty amazing moments in this video, we will pin your comment.
Oh man, you're actually expecting there to be those moments in this video. I'm not sure there will be.
I can't promise them. But someone out there will watch more of it than we think. At least one person.
Well, if we achieve our goal, and this thing is as long as I expect it to be, I don't think it's going to be possible for one person to tolerate this entire thing.
Oh God, no. There will probably be lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of talking, lots of gaps in between talking. Maybe some questions being answered at some point. No guarantees.
One guaranteed, there will be a lot of eating.
I think another guarantee is that I will have another one of those cookies.
Yeah, that was better than I thought it was going to be actually.
Do you want to know one now? Do you want to move on?
Let's try a couple other things and go back to them.
Okay.
We've got plenty.
Yes.
Where do you want to go from here?
Tiramisu. Yeah, I have been
Fine.
wanting this for a while.
Yeah, it's been so long since we've had tiramisu. All right, let me give you a look.
And just so everybody knows, some of this we already had in our apartment, some of it was left over from Thanksgiving, and some of it we actually went out and did have to buy.
Yes, but just kind of like a mishmash of delicious foods, because if you're gonna eat for this long, you gotta really enjoy it. That hits. Perfect ratios.
What kind of cream is that?
Mascarpone?
Is it?
I think so. Show them the layers.
It's amazing.
It's so tremendously light.
I think the last time we had tiramisu was in our first cake challenge,
Oh yeah. So that must have been like
or was it
around
the second one? I don't know.
I don't remember which one. I know we had a tiramisu in one of those videos though, which means it has been nearly a year.
Over a year, I think.
Yeah, I had the tiramisu cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, and we ate every cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, but I think that's the last time I had anything tiramisu related.
That video, to this day, remains the craziest thing that we've ever done with food. If you haven't watched us eating every cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, we successfully did it between the two of us in one sitting, and it was the hardest thing we've ever done.
It absolutely is one of the, yeah, no, I think it is the most difficult physical thing I've ever put myself through. Actually mental too, but definitely physical. And I have run some very long races. And I think that was the hardest thing I've ever actually done. That's 16 full slices of those massive slices of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory each. I think that's the most calories I've ever eaten too, because it was almost 20,000 each.
Just about. You just mentioned running though. You shot yourself in the foot. You're gonna have to answer a question about that.
Well, here's the thing.
I guess we have to be here for a while. We could answer some questions here.
Yeah.
And for anybody who wants to ask, again, about our fitness routines, which I don't get why you want to know that, it's boring, and anything about our diets or whatever, maybe throughout this we will answer it, but you have to sit through an extremely long eating video.
Yeah. But when it comes to running, it's funny, because everyone always makes fun of runners for always talking about running. But then you have someone who doesn't like talking about running, who just likes doing it, and you have everyone saying, please talk about the running. It kind of boggles my mind. But yeah, it's just not something I'd like to talk about much. It's just more of a hobby and like a personal growth thing. It's like, yeah, it's more of my discipline and something that I do daily. That's part of my life. But I don't really feel like sharing with others and like making a huge deal. I've run like a number of marathons, I ran an ultra marathon and stuff. But that's pretty much it. I just go out and run all the time. There's not much else to talk about it. I'm not like a collegiate athlete. Wasn't a collegiate athlete. I'm pretty old for that now. And I never plan on even trying to become a pro in any way. But yeah,
I think I was more just saying like that's most of where your fitness is focused.
Yeah. Well, I figured I would say a little bit more about it in case anyone was curious.
Yeah.
For the few people that are.
As far as training goes for me, I do run as well, but I will mix it up a lot. I don't stick to one specific thing. I'm currently trying to lift a little bit more than we used to. That's really it. We're not like super regimented, super structured people. Like we keep it pretty loose. So a lot of people want to know your specific eating plan, your specific training plan, and we don't have one. We're very just intuitive and like to go with the flow a little bit. And sometimes my body just doesn't want to run that day, and I'm not going to force it to. I will put myself into a different area of fitness.
And with the daily diet thing, the problem with that is a lot of people have asked about one or doing one. I just don't have one. It's different every single day. I can't think of the last time I ate the same exact things like day after day. I'm constantly changing it up. I don't count macros. And so it's just like the video or the information would just be so difficult to pull together because it's just like, it doesn't make any sense.
And the tough part is we will then do that video and everyone will think that that is our daily diet for the next 3 years. So you have to keep updating everyone on what your current diet, calories, whatever are. And we're just not going to do that. That's not the goal of this channel. We want to entertain with food for the most part. And that's just like, leave that to the food and fitness channels. We're not that. We're a food entertainment channel is what we would consider ourselves as more. Anyways, I don't really feel like ranting about that for too long, but that's a little bit of insight.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is, I totally understand someone wanting to see that information or understand that about like, I don't know, like bodybuilders and stuff, because that's like really interesting. They're constantly changing for like to prepare for their competitions and stuff. And I kind of understand like if you're trying to gain knowledge on how to kind of structure your bulk and cut or whatever you plan on doing, like knowing how the pros are doing it, I guess is interesting information. But for us, it's just like, I just don't get it.
Well, I guess people want to see how you can make a 12,000 calorie single sitting binge work within your daily life. And I do understand that. Yeah. But honestly, Eric the Electric's done that video. Beard Meats Food has done that video. So many people have done that video, and it's the same information. It's nothing new for us than it is with them.
Yeah. And if you are here and you are curious, we basically just roughly structure our week. How would you explain it? You have like one big day. You subtract the calories from that one big day from the weekly total. Divide the weekly total by 6, and you've got what you're supposed to eat every day after that. So typically, like recently, we haven't been doing big food challenges, and so we'd let's say our cheat day only ended up being like 7,000 or 8,000 calories only. Like let's say it was 8,000 calories. Then if you eat 2,000 calories every other day of the week, that's 21,000 calories, which is pretty much what we try to shoot to be around, about 3,000 calories a day.
Yeah. And we mostly eat fruits, vegetables. We eat a lot of air pop popcorn, and we eat a lot of low-fat cottage cheese. Those are just a few examples of things that we would be eating on a normal day.
but it's constantly changing. That tiramisu, absolutely excellent. I will be getting that again.
I promise you, it's a lot more fun watching us enjoy tiramisu than it is watching me eat baby spinach.
Yes.
This is
No one wants to see that because then the baby spinach is in your teeth for the rest of the night or the rest of the day. Whenever you're eating the baby spinach, you're stuck with it.
so true.
I'm trying to think of what I want to tackle next. I think that when you're done that, we'll dive into this baklava.
I was thinking the same. We tried to bring a few things that at least aren't frequent on the channel, or that we really wanted to try,
Or
have never been on the channel. Baklava, or baklava, however you choose to say it, has never been on the channel.
No. And this has got 4 different kinds. It's a 4-pack, like variety pack or whatever. And so we've got 4 different kinds, and I have no idea what the difference between them all is. But they all look, well, other than this one, it kind of looks like puff pastry and pistachio.
I feel like this is like a traditional baklava.
That's what I imagine.
And then I don't know what the other 3 are.
Okay, well, let's take one of each to start things out. You may want to grab a there. Ooh, these things are sticky.
That's how you want it, I guess.
Oh, it's stuck.
Very curious about this one.
This one looks like cornbread. All right, I'll show you the lineup. So this is what we believe to be the traditional one. Not sure what that one is, or that one. Is this focusing? I'm not sure. Anyways, those are the 4. OG, let's do it. Oh my God. Look at the layers.
The layers, man.
Wow.
We've got a lot of amazing things on this table. That's got to be in the top few.
That's blowing my mind. I remember watching Jeff Esper try to eat like 2 massive trays of baklava once, and he said that was like he definitely didn't finish it, but he said that was like the hardest challenge he's ever done because it just took so much chewing that he was just too exhausted. But he got halfway there. He's gotten himself into a pickle a couple of times, and it's always great.
He has like a 20-pound stomach capacity.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of the only other people besides Eric the Electric and us that can eat the volume of sugar that he does.
Yeah.
A lot of people
does it really well.
A lot of people are really surprised by how tolerant of sugar we are.
Mm-hmm.
And he's another one of those guys.
Let's try this next one. That looks interesting. Oh yeah. It's not as sweet as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That creamy center.
I prefer what I believe to be the traditional, but that's...
I love that. That's a little crunchier. I'm not sure between the two. I'll have to make up my mind later. Someone's gonna have to drop in the comments and let us know all the info on these different things. Because there's gonna be someone out there who's just appalled at the fact that we have absolutely no idea what we're talking about here.
Yeah, very true.
Cornbread one or bird's nest one?
Let's do the cornbread looking thing.
Cool. That doesn't live up to the other two in any way.
Mm-mm.
There's something about it that I enjoy though. It's strange. It almost feels like cornbread and cornflakes, like kind of like ground up into one or something.
I definitely don't hate it, but it just couldn't be a more middle of the road thing.
Fine. Definitely prefer the second.
Whereas those other two, Absolutely amazing.
Very sweet.
Something else we should get out of the way early in this video. We've probably already talked more than some people want us to.
Oh yeah.
But the whole point of this video is for us to just hang out, talk, eat food,
Have a good time.
and see how long we can push it.
Bird's nest?
Yeah. All right, I'll show that one more time.
You know what that reminds me of? Mini wheats. It's the same texture as mini wheats, but much tastier than mini wheats. Those are great.
Yeah. Tastes like if you fried and glazed mini wheats.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have another one of these ones though, before moving on to anything else.
Yeah.
Can't get it unstuck. I think that's the one.
I would say so.
I would be so surprised if we finish this whole tray. Because I think that entire tray of baklava was like, which hopefully I'm saying that right, I think it was like 6,000 calories.
Something crazy like that.
And I get why now. Butter and goo.
It's so good. Speaking of the calories of that tray, we haven't decided yet exactly what we're doing with this video, but we might not put all of the calorie and macro information in the video.
Yeah, for every item.
Trust us, we do it for every video lately, whether we do calories and macros for a specific item or the total that we're at. It all depends on what we think is most applicable for that piece of content. And if you put all of the information that you ever could, it would just clutter a video. So we tried to be selective and choose what we think is most valuable to that piece of content. But it's a lot of work to add all that into your videos. Like, I make the graphics for our videos too. Like,
And you literally sits there for like 2 hours, like just doing out all of like the macros and everything, like for like the food challenges where we've like added up the total of like where we're at in the challenge and stuff. Like, we don't just like plug that into like MyFitnessPal or anything. It just like shoots out a number that you hope that whoever actually put that information in is putting in the right thing. You have to like make sure that like the portion is exact and all that stuff. And it's probably extremely inaccurate, but we try to like have extremely like accurate and detailed like information in our videos. And so like he literally does all of that and just like sits down for like 2 hours and figures out the whole thing. It's like, it's a lot.
Because you have to rewatch the video, see what you're eating at that moment, add that, and just keep doing it while you have all the information for all of it. So it's a lot of work to not only do that, but then add it into a video in custom graphics.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. Anyways, not to talk too much about the creative process of making a video, but it's just whatever we choose to put in this video is what we're going to choose to put in this video.
Yeah, but like, but that actually is a question that a lot of people ask us all the time, is like, who edits the videos? And so pretty much he creates all the graphics and does everything that's actually in the videos, and I edit the videos themselves.
It is definitely a team effort.
Yes.
Next team effort, what do we go to next?
Thinking chocolate chip explosion cake or strawberry shortcake. Those are the two things speaking to me right now.
Okay, I definitely want to do strawberry shortcake soon. I also want a little something savory. Let's do the chocolate cake, because I guarantee later in this experience, the richness will not be as amazing as it is right now.
True. Okay, let's do that, and then we'll do something savory. So this is chocolate chip explosion cake, which is chocolate cake. It's got chocolate chip cookie dough. It's got like a marshmallow fluff frosting. It's got regular chocolate frosting. It looks awesome. We may have had this once on the channel a while ago.
We did have it one time. But what we haven't had are these like Liège waffles. I think I'm saying that right. They're maple. I would definitely like to try that with cookie butter.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. But let's eat this chocolate cake first.
Yes.
Again, phenomenal.
I think I'm gonna take a break from talking for a minute, and I'm just gonna enjoy this.
I'm cool with that. The addition of chocolate chips with the cookie dough in the cake could not be doing more.
That's what I was gonna say. The chocolate chips are doing so much.
Let's see if you can see it. Now this is an ideal cake for us, for many reasons. It was like, one, as kids, we were always about all of the cake. I mean, with just a little bit of cake and all of the frosting. Like everything, it had to have like twice as much frosting as it did cake. And so we kind of like, I don't know, we've kind of taken that into adulthood a bit, and we still love our frosting. So I think that this is perfect because it's like probably like a third cake, and then it's got the cookie dough and all that other stuff that's like divided between the rest. Just ratios for me. But then there are the people out there who only like the cake and get rid of the frosting. Like, if you got like a family get together, and a lot of people would just like push off all the frosting, just want a little bit. I'm like, doesn't make any sense to me. That's what I'm there for. This is so good. Yeah.
A lot of people would probably be very, very surprised that we don't have cereal, that we don't have pancakes, that we don't have pizza, that we don't have burgers. But this is the type of stuff that sounds good to us when we're letting ourselves eat whatever we want.
Yep. The funny thing is, people are probably listening to this video with like some type of music or some type of auditory experience to help them feel like it's somewhat entertaining and interesting to be here. But it's not. We are in silence, eating food with you guys, with just a camera.
It's pretty weird. That is on us though. We could do this entire thing, watching a movie on Instagram. But I think it makes for a better experience for whoever's watching for us to not do that.
True. I think it's funny that a lot of like eating channels on YouTube get a lot of people saying that they need like to stop editing the videos and all that stuff. But it's like, this is why you edit the videos.
If we just didn't say another word and kept eating as long as we possibly could and didn't edit it, and that's genuinely more entertaining than someone editing their videos, I'd be shocked. We're gonna have to think about some different topics or different stories, because at this point
They're stuck with us, and that's a sad reality. No one's watching right now. This is that weird part that they're just skipping over. Well, the entire thing's gonna be that. It's gonna be go to the end, see what happened. Jet. Which I understand. I would too. But that's kind of the purpose of this, is to make something completely intolerably long. Well, I guess it could be less boring if it was anyone but us. But That was excellent.
That marshmallow cream.
Very good. So you were thinking something savory next, huh?
It's in the cards.
I'm cool with it. Oh yes, I would like I think a croissant with spreadable cheese. Probably some Doritos.
All right.
What are you taking? I'll take two. I may just start with making one of these things. Okay. I think we've had this feta on the channel like once or twice before. Once or twice. I think once. But this is the Filia spreadable feta cheese, dill and garlic flavor.
Just probably didn't bring a knife to cut these open.
Oh, did you already cut
I
the other one?
just ripped it.
It's okay. Well, here's the croissant, in case you are curious. It's funny, some people love the food close-ups, most people do, and then there's those certain people that are like, stop showing the food all the time, and then you've got those certain people that are like, I'm only here to see the food.
Yeah.
I'm only here to see the food shot.
I feel like it's very inclusive. It kind of makes you feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you're understanding our experience a little bit more. And a lot of people that watch food videos like this are foodies.
Yeah.
You know, some people, especially when it comes to food challenges, I guess some people there in that world aren't foodies, in that they're just want to see people doing some like crazy superhuman stuff that like they can't imagine doing. But I think for a lot of people that watch our channel, they're more foodies.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna throw some Doritos on this thing. My bag?
Yeah, sure. Those are the that is the saltiest cheese spread you could ever find. It's amazing.
Absolutely love it. We tried a couple of feta spreads at this point, and this is the only one that I really, really like. The tribe one did not do it for me whatsoever. It did for like a second, and then for some reason just became incredibly off-putting. And like the texture of it was just kind of strange.
Yeah.
Here is the Dorito croissant cheese sandwich. That's it right there. Highly recommended.
I think every time we've put Doritos on a sandwich on this channel, somebody comments that it was very nostalgic for them and that they did it as a child. And I always find that comment really funny because it's essentially calling us children, which is completely fine. We are. But it's just funny that they're seeing near 30-year-old men put Doritos on a sandwich as they did as children.
I'll be the guy to do it. I don't mind. That really is the thickest substance that there is. That spread.
I love it. Everything about the chewy croissant, the dense, dry, spreadable cheese, and a crunchy, over-seasoned Dorito. You can't ask for much more in life.
The chip has got to be over-seasoned, you know? For me to like it, for me to get it, it's got to have as much seasoning as it can.
Plain Lay's
Does nothing for me. You just reminded me that I should probably drink something at some point. I just realized I haven't taken a sip of anything. One of the reasons that we thought it would be fun to do this video as an idea is because we have a lot of endurance when it comes to our ability to eat for long periods of time. A lot of eaters get very impatient when their videos take them a certain amount of time. If it doesn't have to. It's not like a restaurant challenge or something.
Exactly. But for us, it's like, no, we'll take our time.
I don't mind.
Some Ritz crackers.
I gotta try it with that.
Those are from Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll make a sandwich out of it. Here's the Ritz cracker feta cheese sandwich. Excellent. I didn't quite consider the ratio of cheese to cracker making that sandwich though. That was a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good right now though.
This is what I'm going to say until I'm very full. Wow, that is very good right now.
Comment, wow, that is very good right now. In the comments, if you somehow are catching this happening right now.
Maybe that one commenter who's starting to timestamp caught that moment.
I would be shocked if someone actually committed to that. All right.
Did you do more of that?
I'm cool to make another one, or you said you were looking forward to cookie butter. We should try that for In a World of Hurt.
I do want to, but I kind of want to try out the waffle. I have this out.
I'll make another cheese sandwich.
No, I'm gonna make it look some more.
So this can be the next part that you just skipped through. I already saw them eat one of those for 2 seconds and then skipped. May as well just finish off that container cheese.
I might keep a little bit to have with the cracker.
Too late for me.
Well, just a very little bit. Well, what?
I was gonna say, well, maybe I'll have some more crackers too and put the crackers on the sandwich, and I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That is the empty cheese. And this is the next sandwich that's exactly like the one before, but with crackers instead of Doritos. Ooh. I like it with the Ritz. Different type. Well, it's not really crunchy, it's crispy.
We brought so much food.
I have no idea how long we've been in here yet. I've completely lost track of time.
I might check in a little bit, but I don't want to know yet.
I don't even have my phone. That hits.
In every way. Sucks when you realize you can't have everything.
No, that's definitely not going to happen today. There's someone that's skipping to the end of this video thinking that that's our objective because they didn't pay attention to either the beginning or what's happening in the video. And so they're at the end and they're commenting saying, should have finished all of it.
You'll probably get far, but not that far. That's my favorite savory food. Spreadable cheese, soft bread.
It was going to be cream cheese, but every store that we go to now is completely out of stock on cream cheese. I only have one face cloth, so I'm not sure whether to use my hands or my mouth.
Thank you. Do you have anything you're thinking about next?
So you were going to try the Biscoff with the waffles?
I was just saying that's something I want to do.
Okay.
It doesn't need to happen now.
I would do that soon. Before my mouth completely stops producing saliva. The Biscoff just becomes really thick and difficult to deal with.
Maybe I'll save this container in case I want to dump any out.
Oop. Probably have that on my sleeve. I said I probably got that on my sleeve.
Got one more.
This one? Oh. The Doritos with the cheese.
Wow.
All right.
That was an excellent food moment.
Yeah. I'm thinking Twix salted caramel if we're not going straight to Biscoff.
Let's do that.
Okay. Well, actually, do you want to toast those the waffles? So we eat these while those toast. And these are the salted caramel Twix, which is recently released in the U.S. I know that they exist somewhere else in the world. I'm not sure where already, but this is the first we're getting of them. I have to make room to put the toaster on the table, I guess. The toaster, the thing that everyone wants in all of our videos. You should have toasted everything you eat. We just have like a weird thing where like, I don't know, we just like not toasting anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like Pop-Tarts or like bagels or anything that you're, I guess, supposed to toast, like have to toast. We just don't like toasting.
Yeah, and especially when we were mostly doing food challenges and rather than like food entertainment. Food challenges, like you've got a million other things to think about. Actually, that's kind of filming a video in general. Like setting up the camera, making sure like lighting works, making sure that we have all the food figured out, like whatever we're gonna say right at the very beginning of the video. There's just like a bunch of different layers that are like at work. The last thing you want to think about is a toaster.
Yeah, and it would just make the whole experience a lot longer, which would make it a lot more difficult, like especially if you're in like a challenge setting or anything.
Yeah, especially when you're in a challenge setting, you're looking to streamline the process and just like get through it because it becomes extremely uncomfortable. It's not fun from start to finish. So the last thing you want to be thinking about is feeding a toaster while you're feeding yourself and then feeding the toaster.
It's just exhausting and inevitably becomes unnecessary because you just can't like barely taste it or you're not enjoying it and at the point, I don't know, in which it's useful. But I will say, where I do think the toaster does shine is certain flavors of like Pop-Tart or something like that. Where it's like, I know we said in the last video, it was like, we're team frozen. We like always eat our Pop-Tarts frozen. But like, that does change for like certain flavors. So like the cinnamon roll was actually excellent toasted, which I prefer it that way than at room temp. But something like the hot fudge sundae or like the cookies and cream is like way better frozen than it is toasted, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But here's the salted caramel Twix. There it is. And it takes a second for the salt to kick in on this, but once it does, it fully confirms for me the fact that I will never buy a regular Twix again. I will always get the salted caramel.
The salt builds and it builds and it builds. Again, it's not immediate. It's not like, whoa, that's salt. But the salt really comes out.
I love the fact that you just ignored that went off. That the toaster went off.
I saw it, but
Literally, I was like, that's all I could think about.
I'm gonna put it in for a little bit longer.
Well, if anything, this video acts as perfect evidence that we are supposed to be editing our videos. So people, like, you have to do them unedited for them to be, I don't know, entertaining or have to be real when we were doing food challenges or whatever. But no, you want this thing edited.
Yeah. I've run out of things to say already, and I'm sure we're gonna be here a while longer.
As long as we achieve our goal, as long as we finish this thing and this thing's super long, that's all that matters. One thing that matters is that this thing ends up being long. And if it's boring at that expense, it is what it is.
At least it's long. It didn't seem like the most food we've ever brought to this table. Until now.
Well, we didn't have to bring it all in. We were just like, what do we got in the closet? We'll bring that in. What do we got over here? Let's bring that in. We have this left over from Thanksgiving, let's bring that in. And then it became more than we thought.
True. I know Twix isn't underrated. They're one of the most popular candies. But they're underrated in my mind.
And they're just not something I consider very often.
And I think I should be giving more attention to a Twix.
Yeah. What's this? Let's try that. These are maple, right?
I don't know if we should try them as is first.
They don't smell strongly of maple. Here, I'm gonna show them.
I need this caramel to go away.
I think it'll only add to this experience.
Hot, hot, hot.
Ooh. That's a good waffle though.
Dude.
That is good. Crispy on the outside, incredibly fluffy on the inside, like supernaturally.
It's by Oak Run Farm Bakery. So, packaging looks like that. Really good if you come across it.
We came across them at Walmart, surprisingly enough.
Right.
Biscoff time.
That's fantastic on its own. Look at how much butter.
I know.
Please, a spoon.
Want to share? It's been a while since we've had cookie butter too.
I don't think cookie butter's ever been on the channel either, right?
Not that I can remember. I forget what we do. Nutella's been on the channel a couple of times, and I don't really even like Nutella.
I think I've determined officially that I do not care for Nutella.
Everyone recommends Nutella videos or to have more Nutella in our videos or whatever, and I'm like, I'm just not a huge fan of it.
No.
I know people are always shocked by that, but
Cookie butter, peanut butter.
ooh, the cookie butter's getting soft with this being hot.
Yes. Let's try that.
Oh my god. We could edit in an oh my god meter because of how many times we said that already. Wow.
That is a combination. Dude.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put a couple sugar-free M&Ms on there.
Between the Twix and the cookie butter, they're so hard to chew.
I'm just gonna have some of this for you. This is gonna be a good one. Ah, the cookie butter's dripping all over me.
Yeah. Yeah, cookie butter's melted really good with the hot waffle. Oh no, I'm a mess.
I'm a Biscoff and white chocolate kind of guy. Like if you're gonna pair Biscoff with a chocolate, it's got to be white chocolate. And so the fact that those M&Ms or the sugar cookie, they're coated in white chocolate and then have like a really crispy center, is doing so much for this.
It's a lot to break down, but it's so good.
Exactly. Like, you gotta work to get to that.
We need to try all of those waffles. They have a cinnamon one, a chocolate chip one.
They had another one too. I don't remember what it was though. Yeah, that was really, really good.
I think the other one is just authentic. That's what
Yeah,
it's
probably
called.
just like original or something. Wow. That hit harder than I thought it would. Go toaster. 0.1 for the toaster.
Because it really not only crisps up the waffle, made the cookie butter melt. It was just
Fantastic. All right. Good move. Any ideas what we want to do next? I'll eat one of these things. Oh yeah.
I would go. Oh man. We just realized we have the Reese's still. Because I was gonna say, we have ooey gooey bars and we have strawberry shortcake. And we also have Reese's. Definitely the Reese's should happen sooner than later. But especially with how hard that cookie butter was to break down.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking both can have an ooey gooey bar or this cake. Which one?
Those are the options I put out to you.
We'll do the cake. Slide that off. Nice. That's probably a big blowout, but it looks good in person.
You're eating so much half faster than me. You're like one step ahead the whole time.
That's amazing. Again, that is such a light sponge cake.
We haven't not said it about one thing.
No, but I have a very strong feeling we're going to say that about every single thing we eat today.
The white chocolate shaving on top. If you couldn't see that in the close-up.
That's amazing. Perfect amount of strawberry for me too.
The whole thing is extremely light, creamy, and then just enough strawberry to brighten the whole thing up.
I think they had a tiramisu that was just like this as well, and a chocolate tuxedo cake. I would like to try that tiramisu.
Given with how good the other one we just had was. I guess we really wanted cake. Strawberry shortcake, chocolate chip cookie dough explosion cake, and tiramisu.
We're like always in the mood for cake though.
Yeah.
It's probably the food item that showed up most on our channel. Between cake and cheesecake, I think so. And we've got 2 full cake challenges because we decided to redo the other one because we failed it. We have 2 of those, and we've eaten every cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. That's a whole other video. I guess that's 3 full videos. I don't know. We always have big cakes. We did that massive carrot cake in the failed food challenge.
Trace Lay Trace in
Caramel. We have like 2 or 3 cakes in that Oreo one video.
Oh yeah, the Oreo and inspiration video. Then there was the first mystery challenge we ever did.
Oh yeah,
you brought
two massive cakes.
Massive cakes, and
Everybody did not realize what that was going to do to us.
And my reaction to it got a lot of people very excited. They had a really good time at my shock at Nate bringing 2 full variety cakes.
Completely misreading the situation.
That was a fun one. The first mystery challenge we ever did was... I don't think that anybody was expecting that idea to be as fun as it was, like, including us. Like, it was a fun idea. Oh, we'll do this whole thing mystery style. I won't know what you brought. You won't know what I brought. But then we actually did it, and it was 10 times more fun than we ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
So we did a few more.
This just became like a looking back video. It is December now. Almost the end of 2021. Now we're like looking back at all the old videos. The 2 that almost killed us. Krispy Kreme and the Cheesecake Factory.
For anybody out there who is not watching this moment, but if you've somehow landed on this moment, That Krispy Kreme video. That Krispy Kreme video and, like you said, the Cheesecake Factory are the two most intense things we've ever experienced. Like, as far as repercussions go, we were wrecks after those two.
Yeah, those are the videos that were like, people are right when they say sometimes that what we used to do was reckless. It's like, well, those ones are definitely the epitome of reckless because they were terrible. They were so hard. But it's funny because the Cheesecake Factory, despite the fact that it was one of the most difficult challenges ever, I look back on it with like full respect, full love.
Fond memories.
Like, it's a crazy experience. But then,
But the Krispy Kreme one.
the Krispy Kreme one, I don't look back with that same memory. I mean, we had to drive through like a blizzard to get to the donuts.
Yeah.
And then the donuts themselves, they were fine. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about donuts.
Yeah,
They're
for
good.
the most part.
And then the recovery was the worst. I've never felt so awful the day after. It was literally like I had the flu the day after that video. It took so long to recover from. But despite those two things, there is one video from this year that I look back on with absolute detest. Like, I absolutely detested everything about that experience. And I think that if I counted us off, we would end up saying the same exact video.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, Hostess Cupcakes.
Yeah. Yes. The worst experience of my entire life. Everything about it sounded fun. And then they were like, oh, there's a variety of flavors, so like it won't get that bad.
Yeah.
I think we got to like the fourth cupcake and I was like, oh no, this is going to be
We're in over our heads.
like, this is going to be bad. And then we continued to eat however many of them we ended up eating.
That's a miracle that we got through that video. Holy cow.
That's so funny. The second I actually gave that a moment of thought, I was immediately able to detect which challenge you were talking about.
Yeah, there's only one video you can look back on and just know, oh, there was nothing about that one.
Like
the first cupcake.
I think the first cupcake. And if we went back and watched the video, which we won't, we never go back and watch our videos after like their release the first day. But if I went back and watched that video, I'm sure that we were like, oh, like halfway through, it's like, or maybe not
We're
quite
probably
halfway
trying
through,
to
but like
enjoy it.
just trying to have fun with it. And then we talked about it later. And we were both like, you were as miserable as I was from start to finish.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, I knew that you would guess that one exactly the same time as I did.
Man. It's been a long time since I've had like a strawberry shortcake like that.
Yeah. Probably been years. Well, I mean, growing up, we didn't even eat a lot of strawberry shortcake because we were always like decadence and like richness. Like when I was younger, I would not touch a piece of cake that wasn't as dense as it could possibly be because I had to be like the darkest chocolate on top of the darkest chocolate. It had to be ridiculous like that. Like same with like brownies and stuff. Or like an ice cream sundae. It had to have every single topping on it that you can get on it that wasn't fruity. It had to be overwhelming. And so I didn't eat, I never like chose strawberry shortcake or anything when I was younger because I always wanted such like dense, rich, like decadent cakes.
Kind of explains why we are the way we are now. We may not like it as decadent and rich, but we can go on decadent and rich for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Cheesecake Factory.
All right, let me try one of those Ooey bars before eating the Reese's. These things are as blunt as they could get. I just like try to like block the light.
When was the last time we had one of these?
I don't know. We don't have the lid to that, do we? Say exactly what it is. But it's like a shortbread crust and then this like gooey vanilla topping.
Yeah, it's like a buttery vanilla goo, I guess.
Oh man, that's good. I don't remember what video we had that in.
Because that's not a shortbread cookie. It's like shortbread. The real deal. I say real deal, like I know.
Oh man, that's so good. Have you ever had anything like it?
I'm so beyond obsessed with that.
Yeah. It's probably supposed to be like something that it actually doesn't resemble whatsoever, and we just don't know it. But I will happily live in my ignorance to that.
Wow. I know we've said it about everything. I'm sitting here saying, wow.
Sam, just don't like something already.
Yeah. We pick a lot of foods that's hard not to like. And we're pretty open-minded. Mm-hmm. And then we know what we don't like, so we wouldn't bring that. For the most part. Out of everything that we've had so far, what do you think are like the top?
Oh God, you asked a very difficult question. I think so far, the cookie butter croissant M&M combination was pretty awesome.
Oh, that was with the waffle.
And then for some reason the tiramisu that hit hard right at the beginning there.
I said that the baklava would be in the top 3. And it's still absolutely excellent. Like you said, the Biscoff waffle was amazing. This is hitting really hard right now.
Mm-hmm. I think these are better than the last time we had them too.
I think this might be the best that we've ever had them.
Mm-hmm. They are a lot to chew too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like one person that has clicked on this video that actually watches some of our videos that have like no idea that we actually like that we retime the videos and are like, whoa, they're like in slow motion. Wow, this is so different. And I only say that because I know that's a ridiculous assumption that someone would actually think that, but we have been asked before, oh, are these sped up? And I'm like, if any human moved the way that we do in our videos after they're edited, I would be very concerned for their well-being. How have they survived this long? By the way, this is just sparkling water. I got white grape flavor. I don't know why.
I have orange. I do know why. It's very good. Very hard not to like orange.
Well, I bought the white grape, and I'm like, it's not going to taste good with anything that we purchased for food or had for food.
Usually in the videos, because I have gotten this question quite a lot. What are you drinking? Just plain water, usually. Like
Most of the time, yeah.
This is just, I didn't feel like bringing plain water in. So I had this, so I just brought it with me. But for the most part, if we're using like those gray cups or anything, it's just water.
Yep. It's our preference.
Well, this has been wild so far.
Yeah. Again, I just have no concept of time right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this has been like a half hour or an hour and a half. I think it's closer to an hour and a half, but I guess we will find that out later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reese's Cups? I'm down for that.
I think it's definitely been over an hour. Thank you. Some people have commented on our videos saying things like they wish that they could do something like this or whatever. Let us tell you.
Yes.
Like, having the ability to eat for this long, eat this amount of food is not a blessing. If you can be easily satiated and it doesn't take a long time or doesn't take a lot of food, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to learn how to navigate life with this type of stomach capacity and appetite.
It's not fun.
You don't need to. I'm just going to show what this thing looks like inside again. It's always fun to see the Reese's half-pound cups. They never get old. In terms of just like their novelty. It's going to take me forever to eat, but it's so good.
We can try anything we want, at any point in this.
We could take a break, but we probably won't.
It's too amazing.
I bet there might be like one brave soul out there that heard us say there's no way someone could actually make their way through this entire video that's decided to like take on the challenge. You know, where it's just like, oh, they said I can't do it? Watch me. And they just go and watch the entire video. We'll never actually know that they did that, despite them like they'll probably just say it and we'll be like, oh yeah, sure, you know? But like, there's probably one person that just got all riled up by that and was just like, I'm watching the whole thing.
It's like a personal challenge.
Yeah.
Like a new goal they have. By the end of the day, I will have watched the video in its entirety.
Yeah, if they don't
every second.
If they don't succeed now, I'll try again, you know? New Year's resolution, I'll make my way through that video.
I said it before in the Does Size Matter video. I'll say it again. You cannot get a mouthful of Reese's peanut butter in any other product the way that you are in their half-pound to pound products.
Yeah. It's just, where are you going to find it? Because they have their own peanut butter, the Reese's peanut butter in a jar, but it's just the same exact thing as Jif or Skippy. There's nothing special about it. That's what we want in the jar Reese's.
Yeah.
We want the center of the Reese's cup.
And I guess the reason why they couldn't do that is then anybody can make their version of a Reese's peanut butter cup with legitimate Reese's peanut butter.
I mean, they probably do that anyways. Make their own thing. But it wouldn't be the exact same ingredients, never mind.
No.
I'm like sure there's like recipes out there or online things that can like mimic it like exactly or something. This one's making me sleepy. That might be the Reese's though.
But it's about at this point.
I don't know how much we're eating though.
Me either. But it's about right now that I've gotten sleepy.
And that's why most actual professional eaters try to make their way through it so fast, because once the crash hits, it becomes so much more difficult to move on.
And it won't be very entertaining for much longer. Not that it has been.
Someone stopped right there and was like, entertaining? Are you kidding?
This is awful. I'm only doing this as a personal challenge.
I'm the guy.
I'm only doing this because I thought you couldn't.
Because you thought I couldn't. And here's your updated reminder as to why you want us to edit our videos. Wait, it takes you like 3 seconds to eat that Reese's cup. That's a half pound. We're sitting here for a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, just this one thing is half a pound worth of food. Especially if you're eating it after you've already eaten pounds of food. It starts to take a while.
Probably good that we don't have anything like rich left. Just the cookie butter.
I guess it's all rich and heavy.
I forgot about the Toblerone bar. It just kind of became one with this baklava tray. Watch, I can almost guarantee we're not going to get to that Toblerone bar. And someone's going to be so upset that we like taunted them with the Toblerone bar right in the front of the frame, the entire video, and then just didn't touch it. It is going to kill them.
It's the star of the show. At this point, in my imagination, it's like front and center. You got to do that. It's so amazing. Yet it is also starting to kill me. This is doing me in. If there is a longer mukbang video out there than wherever we end this, I want it to count as the amount of time we have actually been eating versus anyone else.
Yeah.
I guess you could take even fewer bites, but I feel like we've been pretty consistent.
If we choose to do out the calories and actually sit through this thing and figure that out,
That'll be interesting to see at what point we said that. Because I am having a very difficult time gauging how long I've been eating or how much I've eaten because we're just hanging out and taking our time. No idea whatsoever.
out of regular water. So all I've got left is the flavored beverage.
I wonder if there is any chance that by the end of this video, we'll probably just self-proclaim it as the longest mukbang that's ever existed, even though maybe it's not. We'll probably just say so anyways. I wonder if anybody else would be like, well, they can't have that title, so now I have to do it. And then outdo us.
Start a war.
Because I doubt that many people would want to bother doing this.
Yeah.
We are dumb enough to bother doing this. But I wonder if anybody else just wouldn't like the boldness of them saying they've got the longest mukbang enough.
Yeah, not around here, you know.
Yeah, enough to do it themselves.
I would love that. I would love if someone made one longer.
We don't
Just
care
to outdo us.
We don't care to be the title holders. We're just doing it.
We just think it'd be funny to say it.
But I would love if someone outdid us.
Yeah, that'd be great. Eric the Electric or Jeff Esper, easily. Mm-hmm. One of those two.
Yes. I agree that they both could. And I think that Eric probably would. But I don't think Jeff would, because he's like constantly expressed on a number of occasions how things that take a long time, especially if he hits the hour mark, that it's like,
It's true.
oh my god, like this took absolutely forever. It's exhausting. We're just hanging out. It's not bothering us in any capacity that's taking us this long to eat. But no, I think that Eric could absolutely do that.
Oh yeah. He probably has, but just edited them down so no one actually knows it.
Yeah, exactly. Like our Cheesecake Factory video.
Oh my god.
Wow, we're talking about that video a lot right now. It's just so easy to talk about because it's the craziest. It's probably the craziest thing we've ever done.
Yes.
And that video, like the end, we were just struggling for so long to get those last like 2 pieces down. That was like probably an hour just itself.
The rest of it was like, I think it was like 2/3 of that menu took like half the time it took us to get through the last third.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took like twice as long to get through a third of it as it did to get through like 2/3.
Yeah. It just like the second that was hitting, and we had to like really fight for it.
Yeah.
We had to sit there for a long time. So I guess technically we could compete with ourselves here, but this is a different thing
Entirely. All right. Well, by our own rules, we have to keep going.
I know.
I'm thinking I might actually like to try one of those cookies with cookie butter. I'm also thinking a piece or two of baklava could go down. Mm-hmm. Because that's something we've already opened. And there are certain things we could just not open if we don't want to. Mm-hmm. I think hummus is probably the only thing that falls under that category.
No. Enjoying these though.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have a few more of them. Again, not that we're really entertaining anyone here at the moment, but
there's one person who has it in like quadruple speed. They've got it like 4 times, go 4 times fast, and they go, I watched the whole thing. But we're like, we're talking like this?
Yeah. But for the one person who has dedicated themselves enough to get to this very point in the video,
or just like one of those expert skippers. Who's like, oh, we're...
Yeah. Do you have any really amazing stories so far? I feel like we bored people with the talk of our daily diets to the roughest degree in our fitness earlier. Now, are there any stories? This works as the reward to the person watching right now. Are there any crazy stories from since we've started the Takedown Twins that you would share? Or just something really funny, a funny experience that we've had along the way?
Me.
Because this is our looking back video now. We have so much time to get so many things out of the way.
We're going to have to keep going back to it. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I'll tell one.
Okay.
People love to comment and ask if people give us weird looks when we're shopping for videos, especially for videos that are like, if we walk out of the store with 12 cases of Hostess cupcakes, do you get looks and stuff? I think the funniest experience we had with that was during the cake rematch that we did in January of 2021.
First video.
So pretty much like almost a year ago. And as we were cashing out, we had 4 of the largest cakes that we could find, equaling 16 pounds of cake. That was the challenge, try to eat 16 pounds of cake. And when we were cashing out, the woman that was cashing us out said, oh, you guys must be having like a party, like a big party or something. And you're not just going to stand there and explain that the fact that
I'm going to eat all of it.
Just the 2 of us are going to attempt eating every single bite of it. But we also didn't know what to say because it was in the center of the pandemic, and you're not supposed to be having a party at that time.
Well, that's not something we considered when we answered her.
Yeah, because we just said, oh yeah, we're having a party. And then later we realized, because she looked at us like we were absolutely insane.
Like, oh shoot, there was no right answer there.
Yeah, it's either, yes, you are having a party, but it's also when you're not supposed to be gathered with any more than one person that is closest to you. Or we say, no, we're actually attempting to eat it all just between the 2 of us. And in that scenario, she would have no idea what to do. She would have no idea what we do. At least if you clicked on this video, you're familiar with the eating world of YouTube.
Oh boy.
An older woman working at a restaurant supply store probably would have no idea what to do with that information.
Look at that.
That was a pretty wild story that came to mind for me.
I've got none. There's so many, but I just can't think of any off the top of my head. Oh, I actually think that when we met Tubby for the first time, that was a really funny experience because we were at the grocery store buying ridiculous amounts of fruits and vegetables because that's what you usually eat on the day-to-day. And someone walks up and just goes, "Are you doing like, a greens challenge?" And I was like, "Huh?" Like, "Oh, like, no," like, and I was thinking, because I used to work at Whole Foods when I was younger, and they used to always do like those like, oh, like, go like, I don't know, follow some like crazy like vegan diet for like a month, and it would be like a challenge amongst like the teams, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. And he eventually found out that he knew me from YouTube. That was the first time we've ever been recognized in person. And so I was just so confused because I've never been confronted about the YouTube channel before in person, and I just could not figure out what was going on. Not that great of a story, but it was very interesting for me.
Then I walked out. The whole situation unfolded and explained what had happened. I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Lots of people like to ask us what our parents or our siblings or whatever think of some of the stupid stuff we've done on YouTube. And honestly, they think it's hilarious. They absolutely love it because they always they grew up with us. My parents raised us and our siblings were our siblings. And so they always knew that we had crazy appetites and could eat a bunch. And so they actually think it's so funny that we've actually done stuff like this on YouTube now.
Our mom is probably our biggest supporter. As far as the fact that Nate just swore, yes, we've gotten a couple comments from people being like, "Oh, you guys are so clean." And truth be told, we could not be further from it, but we do have a good filter when we need it. And we just kind of decided that on YouTube, as a platform, this channel is still so small. This is nowhere near a career for us. It's just really a hobby right now. It'd be really cool if it turned into something else. But just in the scenario that you could have people sponsoring videos or doing anything like that, we would just like a portfolio of relatively clean content in terms of our language and how we present ourselves. In a scenario that I don't know, there was sponsorship opportunities or just for our content to be good enough, I guess it's not necessary. But when it comes to how we are in real life, clean might not be the best
word for it, yeah. Not completely applicable.
Not that it really matters, and we know it doesn't. Yeah, it's just I don't know, kind of respect, out of respect, I guess.
Yeah.
Is a better way to put it. I'm just gonna polish these off.
I already finished mine. We've done pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we brought, so how much we had initially, but I feel like we've made a pretty good dent.
When we were eating the Reese's, I was thinking, I might be done pretty soon. I've caught a second wind.
I've reset.
I don't know how much longer we'll keep going, but I feel like we could make it a little longer.
That is a good question. How long will we let this go?
It's probably already been way too long. Essentially, we are showing people just what it's like to be a freak like us and being able to eat this much.
This is a very
because think about being on the other side of the screen. I guarantee you cannot imagine for eating this long or eating this much. And we're fine.
Yeah. By the way, I'll probably be eating this every now and again. And this one I got was the roasted garlic hummus by Sabra. And then Pete got the roasted pine nut. Oh, I forgot to offer you nacho cheese.
We tried that, the roasted pine nut, in our dips challenge. We know.
Brilliant idea.
What a dumb idea. That video I just shake my head at. If I scroll by it went on our channel for something.
What were we thinking?
All I do is shake my head and say, that's one of those decisions you made that
You get a good laugh at.
it wasn't a good idea and you followed through with it anyways.
But then you get to say, there's a video of me on YouTube eating queso with a spoon, and it's pretty funny.
Struggling to swallow hell of a good dip. Still cannot walk by it in the grocery store. But that was the first time I ever tried the roasted pine nut by Sabra, which is a weird place to find out your favorite hummus. Your new favorite hummus. It's a really good one.
Eating straight with a spoon. But you've always eaten hummus with a spoon, though. Definitely long before we started this channel.
Yeah,
years
I'm not going to hide
ago.
behind that. I'm not going to hide from that. I have no issues with eating a tub of hummus with a spoon.
Yeah, because some of your old coworkers used to be like, how in the world are you doing that?
And I guess I have to understand from an outsider's perspective why that would be disgusting. But for me, it's ground up chickpeas with tahini and, oil and some other stuff.
What is mashed potatoes?
I was just about to say, what are mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
It's a mashed vegetable.
With a fat.
Yeah. That's essentially, in my mind, the same.
It's not at all, but I know what you mean. Okay. Well, we gotta keep moving. I'm thinking baklava or a cookie with cookie butter.
I'm going to have a piece of baklava and then I'll decide. Cool. I'm having a great time, by the way. This has been very good.
This has been fun.
Sometimes you just get lost in all the eating. And then you kind of come out of it and you're like, oh, this has been a while. Oh yeah. I'll show you this one last time. I probably showed it to you like 10 times by now. So much syrup. I can't believe we haven't had that on the channel more often. But hopefully that's made it somewhat special for someone out there. First time them seeing baklava on the channel. Liège waffles. I don't know if I say that right. Biscoff cookie butter. That was the first time for that. Twix has only been on the channel once.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we've had it a couple times, but like before then, it would have been like early in the channel. I think we had like the cookies and cream one time.
An underrated ice cream bar. I was going to say an underrated item in general, but the ice cream bar version, yes. But tell them again what that is.
Yeah, not enough people have talked about that one. It's the cookies and cream Twix. They make that into an ice cream bar, and it is one of the best ice cream bars we've ever had. It's so unbelievably good. But like, I never see any, like, you see posts about everything on Instagram and on the internet and stuff, and that's just one I've never seen people talking about that I think is highly underrated. So good.
I understand that most people are in a Twix for the caramel, but their cookies and cream hits so hard.
It's good. But I like the cookies and cream ice cream bar more than I like the actual cookies and cream Twix itself.
I like them both. Oh man. What now? You wanted to do?
I'm cool with that. I'm good with another waffle. I think we have another cookie though. Dang, yeah, I'm getting sleepy.
We've had a good amount of food so far.
Yeah.
If we consolidated this, that takes me back to the beginning of this experience, to which I have no idea how long ago that was.
Amazing good. We're letting it still go on. We have complete control to just say, that's been long enough. But I don't know that it's been.
Maybe not the most lighthearted point to make right now. But this is why it's so funny when people say that people who do food challenges or do mukbangs have binge eating disorders. It doesn't make any sense because we have control over this experience. This is not a mind-body disconnected experience. This isn't like we're in complete control over this.
We have decided that we want to eat longer than anyone's eaten on YouTube, and have decided to act on that.
And that is a goal of ours,
Apparently. In other words, have better goals. Gotta try it. It tastes like cookie butter on a cookie. That's not revolutionary. That's tasty though. But it's just like peanut butter would make more sense.
Right. It was a lot better on the waffle. That combination just made sense.
That's not bad. It would be better on a blondie. So cookie butter on a blondie. But then again, like we said earlier, I like cookie butter with white chocolate. And so the blondie would have to be white chocolate chip blondie, not a regular chocolate chip.
Which are hard to come by here. I feel like you see a lot of people do white chocolate blondies on Instagram. But you can't like buy white chocolate
They're not just
blondies
at the store.
Yeah. I have a feeling the end is in sight.
I think so. Again, I'm not quite sure. I think that anyone's that's still actually that one person who's decided to take on the challenge that is still here, watching every second of this video is like, please, for the love of God, wrap up. I'm not quite sure I'm ready. I'm not quite sure we've made it. We could be a long way off.
I know. I think the secret goal here was probably to hit the 2 hour mark.
I think so. Somewhere in me was like, well, I hope it lasts like at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think that would give us a little bit of wiggle room. I don't think many people are uploading longer than 2 hour videos on YouTube. And there's a reason why. Here's your reminder as to why that doesn't exist.
The last 2 hour piece of footage probably uploaded to YouTube was probably some kind of documentary that lasted many days, that goes in depth to the many experiences that this person has had.
This is just eating.
This is just a big meal.
And completely unentertaining conversation.
Mostly revolving around the channel.
I guess so. That's all we have to talk about.
Yeah. I guess the most exciting aspect of our lives. Which is not very exciting away from this very moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shopping for food, not an exciting activity. Editing, just a whole lot of work. Very tedious, very time consuming.
Yeah, people have no idea how well it takes to edit these videos. Those videos, not this one. But that's actually an interesting topic, I guess, because a lot of people ask like where we learned how to do that or if we went to school for it or anything.
Ooh.
That's like a pretty big testament to the fact that
This is about to be a really good point that no one will ever see.
Yeah.
Share away.
No, I guess it's just one of those things that's a testament to if you do something or if you want to learn how to get good at something bad enough, you'll make the time, you'll make the commitment, you'll get good at it because we're self-taught. Everything we've done with editing, everything we've done with video is just like our own research or just trial and error.
Yeah.
That was how we've done absolutely everything. Like all of the graphics that you make was just like sitting down on Photoshop and learning how to do it.
Watch our first few videos. When, one, there's no graphics. Two, when they did start to come up, they were like horrifyingly bad. But I just committed myself every single week to learn how to do something new until I got better and more proficient at it. And now they still may not be professional, but they're
pretty good.
Yeah, they get the point across, and it's very unique to our channel.
Yeah.
But that's the same with video editing. There's a lot of people about how he's edited a lot for like a wedding company and some others like small commercial work and stuff, and they're like, oh, of course you know how to do editing, but not like none of it applies to how it's edited, like how this type of content, how our usual content is edited.
Yeah.
But like,
It's really different.
yeah, it's a completely different beast. And again, all self-taught. It's just committing yourself enough to decide that I'm going to get better at this. I'll just keep learning.
Well, I guess that's with most things, though. It's like everyone says like they're jealous of something that you were either able to do or able to get away with. But the fact of the matter is, there is no way around it being hard work. It's like a lot of people are like, oh, I wish I could eat like that and not get fat. But the fact of the matter is, it's just a lot of work, because we would get fat if we didn't make up for it throughout the rest of the week or exercise a lot.
Make sacrifices
like,
with food and make sure that you exercise.
Yeah, it's like it's just math. It's just a math equation, you know. It's like if you burn this many calories, this is how many calories you have to eat, and so that's it. It's just like the fact that you don't get to do that every single day, and if we did it every single day, we'd be morbidly obese. But it's like the same way with like video editing. People are like, I wish I could edit like you guys. Like you guys are so much better at editing than me, and I'm like, well, it's just been like, you know, just a lot of hard work, just like literally just going without sleep, pulling all-nighters, just like trying to do something different or trying to learn how to do something.
Yeah. I mean, and not to be rude to anybody, but like if anybody heard this moment and then it was like, oh, so like how do I edit, and ask us, we're not the people to ask. We ask for self-taught and we have some information that we could give, but we learn those from other channels who are experts at those things. It's just like people who have asked Nate specifically about running and running races.
They want me to teach them.
Like this isn't a running channel because we're not passionate about teaching that. We're not.
Yeah. And I'm not qualified to.
Yeah.
I'm going to steer you in the wrong direction. You're going to get injured and you're going to blame me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to feel bad about it.
But there are channels out there with experts running them that we learn from. Mm-hmm. So that's where to go look. Like I hopefully for like most of our videos and most of how we edit our content, you come to our channel for food entertainment, and then you go to those channels for fitness, entertainment, and information, and then you go to another channel for like health related stuff. It's like every channel, every person has their outlet and their direction, and they're expressing or creating that type of content because they themselves are passionate about making that. If we were passionate about making daily diet and fitness videos, those would be the videos that we're making.
Yeah.
Instead, we're trying to make the longest eating video that ever happened.
There's that one person tearing their hair out right now, just for the love of God, stop editing it already! I've taken up the challenge, and then they're gonna have to take that up in the new year as a resolution because they're not making it through. They're not making it to the end.
Someone, before doing any research into anything we said in this video, has probably commented, nobody has 2 hours to watch a YouTube video. And here's just us saying,
you're right.
We know.
No, you're right.
The point is not for anyone to watch this video in its entirety. The point is the fact that it happened. And Pete's eating Ritz crackers and
nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese at some point on the internet.
It's good. It was better with the Doritos though.
It's a weird combination, but
I think I'm gonna eat another one of these because I want to keep making a dent in this. For some reason, I don't want there to be a lot left over of that.
Because
then we're gonna end up eating it.
It's probably gonna look like there's more left over than there is because we've actually made a good dent in that.
I love this thing.
I don't remember how many were in a row. 4?
Yeah, there are 4 of these. These were 5.
6 of the big ones. I don't know how many of those there were.
We both had one of these. One of these. I've had 3 of these. You've had 2. I'm not gonna do that math. Someone out there's like, you didn't just like that just didn't happen while you were counting those.
Well, nope.
That's not where my head's at.
They're not as quick as you'd like to think. They're not as entertaining as you'd like to think. They're not even in as good of shape as you'd like to think. Everything's an illusion.
I used to be a fan of those Takedown twins until I did that really long one. It was just like, it changes things.
I don't know about this.
They're different now.
I saw a little too much.
Never again.
I got too good of a picture into what that is. No, I didn't like it.
All right. I'm honestly really enjoying that. I have another piece.
I'm just gonna finish these little thin ones.
Good one. That's a winner. I still think this one's the best. Man, I spit like 3 times today. Someone out there.
3 times?
I'm kind of at least 10, Nate.
This was a great part of the experience.
Yeah, it's fun to have something entirely new. We're running out of options, I guess.
I feel like we still got. I'm scouring the land, but
Yeah, it's not as vast as it once was.
Gooey bars still look good. That I'm enjoying. Hummus, I might just have to complain of at some point.
The poor Toblerone. That one person's still like ripping their hair out.
At this point, it's
God!
at this point, it's a slight goal of mine to just push it a little bit longer.
Imagine if that's the one thing left behind is the Toblerone bar. They're right in the front of the table.
That might be a goal now. I'm gonna condense and consolidate everything we don't finish, and just see how little it is, and then just not touch that.
Okay. Plan. I need one more of these and move on from the baklava tray again.
Again, we've got to be nearing the end of this experience, but we're not miserable right now, so we can't end yet.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised at where I'm at right now.
I'm doing pretty good. I hope someone says we faked it. It'd be so funny.
Watch that again.
Start from the top, buddy. Start from the top.
Find the cut, please, for the love of God. If you can come up with a time where you think that happened. Sorry, I spit again. Jesus, I'm sorry. If they can find the point in which that happened, or try to create an argument. Oh man, that would be fun.
It's gonna be the one time we'll start falling asleep.
Cut! Wait! Cut! Oh no, cut!
So no, I just fell asleep.
What? That'll probably end up happening. We're probably gonna eat ourselves to sleep. Man, that baklava tray is hitting.
Okay. Honestly, I wish we didn't bring the hummus. I wish I had more feta.
Yeah, agreed. That stuff's expensive though. That's one of those things that's like, we only get to budget that one in every so often because it's way too expensive. But worth it.
Yeah, for the amount that you get.
Yeah, I'd be down for an illegal bar.
I would do that. I'm probably just gonna at least open my thing of hummus and something savory.
I'll show this one to you one last time as well. This thing's fun. Oh, do you need another? Here's my water. Yeah, we're gonna have to consolidate things down because we have less. I think we have less than I think we do.
I know.
I thought we did.
I was gonna say, I feel like it looks like there's actually more on the table than there is. I don't know what it looks like from the other side, but how it feels back here is that there's more happening on the table than there's actually happening on the table. And that takes me back to the last time we had this in this experience. And I have no idea how long ago that was.
I don't know how we've not convinced ourselves yet that this is a bad idea and that we need to stop.
We've committed. At this point, second guessing would mean nothing. We're this deep.
There's someone watching that's mad about it, though. Mad about the whole thing. Not because we didn't edit it, but because we're being a bad example. Because
Irresponsible behavior.
Those social media warriors who actually think that someone's going to go out there and try to do this because we did. The fact of the matter is, I don't think anyone's that stupid. I think we're the stupidest ones here. But if someone were to actually try it and be like, I'm going to try eating all that they just ate, their bodies would just stop them. It's like as if someone who would attempt it would have the capability to actually do any kind of harm by doing it.
I'd be surprised if someone really could hurt themselves drastically, like really serious trauma, trying to do something like this, because I feel like you just stop. It's like overeating on Thanksgiving Day. It's like eating too much candy on Halloween. You get to a certain point, you get a stomach ache, you don't feel good anymore, and you stop doing it. Then you have us, who have the ability to just not stop. We can be bad examples if you want to think so, but in my opinion, it's kind of like watching, like when we were younger, we watched Jackass. It's like, those guys are doing insane things that I have no interest in doing, but I'm watching because it's so insane. There maybe is somebody out there that said, I'm gonna try that, and it's a bad idea and they shouldn't, but for the most part, most people aren't going to attempt that because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't be fun.
You wouldn't have a good time doing this because you wouldn't be able, one, to get this far for the most part, the average person, and two, if you did get here, you wouldn't be okay.
We conditioned ourselves to somehow be okay. Well, that was good.
Is what they said about everything.
I think I'm starting to get full, though.
Yeah. Ideally, I would stop soon. I'm not tapped, I'm not maxed, but it'll start getting uncomfortable.
That's when we'll stop.
Probably should stop then. Our time is probably soon.
How long has it been?
I don't know.
Oh no. And still they went on. Okay.
No, I have absolutely no idea. I could be completely wrong. That's fine. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm very curious to see how my prediction plays out to real life if we do out calories.
We'll probably get curious at some point.
Because my prediction is right now we would be somewhere between 8,500 calories and 9,500 calories. I feel like that's about, I feel like somewhere around the 8K mark and pushing is where we start generally getting full.
I think we'd be a little further past that. I could be wrong.
No, but I just mean like start to actually consider it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like up to this point, I haven't thought about it. Except for maybe during the Reese's Cup when I was just like over it a little bit.
Yeah. But I think that
overeating.
Yeah, but we've gotten past that point at least. Okay. And this is where the words end.
Oh, because tiredness is setting in.
Yes.
General fatigue.
The food crash and the food coma wants to induce. Like the coma wants to happen.
Yeah.
But the crash has already happened.
Food coma wants to happen. And there's already, this is about the amount of talking we'll do for the rest of the week.
Yes.
So,
some people think we're chatty. We're actually like talkative people and like extremely personable, but outside of these videos, there's not much talking that happens that doesn't happen just between the two of us.
We're just getting it all out of here. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I just want a little something salty.
How incredible would it be if I really did eat myself into a deep sleep on camera? That's how the video ends. Is we fall asleep.
Fell asleep.
They fell asleep at the table in real time. They didn't just cut to a clip where all of a sudden now they're sleeping. It happened before our very eyes.
Hey, how long of a process would it be till there was actual rest happening, actual sleep?
They wake up. They go find out it's the middle of the night.
Oh my god, how long have the cameras been on?
They're both fried.
That's the problem with there being two of us, though. One of us would know what was happening.
Hey! Wake up! Pete fell asleep. Get up! There are people watching.
Keep going without me.
There's one person watching.
This one, the roasted pine nut. So good.
I don't know if these were the crackers that were left over because nobody likes them. And we're like, good enough for a YouTube video.
There were some Ritz crackers in there. And everybody likes Ritz crackers. But these are like the entertainment crackers.
We figured, they probably won't get eaten by anyone but us. Right about where it's set in.
You let me know when you're done.
Will do.
It's definitely in sight, but I could have a touch more.
Now I'm in my own personal race with that one person that's watching the video, though. I'm in like a race with that one person that's still watching the video. Like, who's gonna outlast the other? And they're like, they're still going? I'm like, I gotta make sure I still keep going. So I outdo them.
I love how it's us versus one. Us versus you.
The one person watching.
Who's having a better time right now?
There's one poor person. There's that, like, you hear every once in a while that people are like, oh, I eat my cheat meals while watching your videos or something. There's that one poor person that, like, saved their cheat meal for this video and was like, oh, they just started and they're done. No, I haven't done that. We're gonna try to finish that after.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm still going. I shouldn't be.
Man.
For some reason, I just don't like the idea of leaving this.
The tray?
Yeah.
In general?
Yeah.
You trying to finish it?
I don't know. I'm trying to lose as little of it as I can.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's not the one though.
I'm just wondering what out of this I want to still eat. How sad did this video just become? Just tanked so hard. I mean, it's been on the decline since the first word exited my mouth.
I'm exhausted, man.
But still, it just took a bigger decline.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope this video ends as tragic as humanly possible. I hope that it crashes and burns so bad at the ending that someone says,
people are just
they posted this?
Whoa.
They posted this.
What a tragedy.
That thing crashed and burned before our eyes, and they said,
Yeah.
update, post, upload.
They made a thumbnail for it. Oh my god.
They did end up doing the calories. What a waste.
Okay. Per our own rules, we can't stop for too long.
I'm still chewing something, so I think it's excusable. As far as things that I could
Still
go
trying
to,
to break down my mini wheats.
as far as things that I could go to, I could toast another one of the waffles. I wouldn't do it with cookie butter because that sounds overwhelming to actually like break down right now.
It's like a task.
I am interested in trying that again on its own while I'm here and eating whatever I want. That's
Works
an
for
idea.
me.
I don't think I want any more cookies, at least right now. But I would like to finish that for whatever.
There's something about finishing things that we haven't opened that sounds really nice, but I think we've opened everything except for like pretzels.
Yeah.
And that Toblerone. I've been looking at it the whole time. You put it right in the front of the frame.
Somebody's heard like all 4 Toblerone references at this point. It's just like they're gonna keep talking about it. They're gonna move on.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna leave it.
The thing is, we're talking about it right now, and we're gonna move on in about 2 seconds, and I'm gonna forget that it's there until the next time we acknowledge it.
Probably the next video that we do. We're gonna walk in this room and be like, Toblerone. It's still there.
All right. Well,
That should be like decor for like the next few videos. Just like, can they manage to not eat the Toblerone? That should be a video in and of itself. We'll just sit here for as long as possible, trying not to eat the Toblerone.
that's kind of like.
I guess that's what we're doing right now.
I guess that was one of our little ideas for an April Fool's video that we never did. I'm not going to say the full idea just in case if this channel still exists in April. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that later.
Oh no! They know now! Someone's like, oh! They're ending! No. Not yet, but maybe.
Not yet, but if we stay at 23,000 subscribers for the next 6 months, probably.
There's no way. Too much work. That's the funny thing is people think that it's like that's actually something we've talked about a few times though. Is that like a lot of people like think that making YouTube videos is just always fun, where it's just like they think that it's just a good time. It's like about 2% of the process that actually goes into like uploading the video is actually just fun. The rest is sitting behind a computer and trying to actually make it somewhat entertaining. What you are now finding out is not if you don't edit it.
For real though. Don't get us wrong, there is a certain amount that is fun and enjoyable. But it's a lot of work. It's so much work, especially when you're not like. Again, I think there's some people that might watch our channel that are too young to like fully process the fact that a channel of our size, we are not career YouTubers. We are not Eric the Electric.
You don't just have a ton of time to kill.
Exactly.
You have to plan it in.
Or it's like it's not your number one priority necessarily because that's your gig. That is your job. That is how you make money. If you don't produce a video, you don't have a livelihood. We would love for it to turn into that, but right now it's just a lot of extra work.
Yeah, survival is the number one priority. Some people don't realize that.
But all that to say, what were we talking about? What got us there? Huh? So what got us there?
Basement.
Oh, the fact that running a channel isn't always just
creating the videos.
Okay.
I always manage to forget that that's happening, and I'm surprised by it. It's just like the amount of pleasure that goes into creating the video is very minimal. The amount of work it is very great. But the amount of satisfaction and pride you get out of actually like creating something, like a piece of art, it makes it worth it. And so that's where it lies, because some people could take that the wrong way. They'd be like, well, why make it if it's not fun? And it's like, well, there's pride in the process and actually using it as a creative outlet, which it is to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun like eating and like learning how not to be like so uptight and just being in a room with a camera on.
It's hard.
It's uncomfortable.
Weird.
It's really weird, like at first. But yeah, it's just like people be like, well, why bother doing it? Like if it's not that fun. But it's just like this is our art in the end.
There is a reward.
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't like taught how to make videos and edit or what to do or whatever. It was just having fun with it and trying to make a good piece of art, so it is rewarding, and that's why we do it, I guess. And because it would be cool if somebody came to it.
But as far as the channel not being very big right now, we don't have a lot of money. We don't make a lot of money back on it. So if anybody out there is one of the people that has sent us a message telling us to hire them as our video editors, we don't have any money for you.
We get those.
Like, if anything, we need to be editing more people's videos ourselves, along with ours. We can't afford anyone to edit our content.
Yeah. No, we get emails from time to time from people saying like, hi, I'm an editor, I would love to edit your YouTube videos. And I'm just like, not only can I not pay you, there's absolutely no money to pay you to edit the YouTube video. That's the only reason why, like one of the main reasons why we make them is because it's an art project for us.
Yeah, it's been a creative outlet for us. And it's been very rewarding learning how to do those things. At some point, I probably would ideally not edit all of our videos, you know? Yeah. But at the same time, right now, it's just part of what we do.
I could only imagine someone getting our raw footage and be like, these guys are awful.
They have a YouTube channel?
I think their most like their biggest talent is making this piece of footage into not a horror show. As can be seen in this piece of footage.
Somebody, I can't believe I've been watching these guys for a year now. Yikes.
Who are these guys? Where are Pete and Nate?
I don't recognize it without the editing. They're a lot weirder than I thought.
Self-deprecating too. I didn't see that one coming.
You guys used to seem so nice.
What happened to Pete and Nate? This would be the video if we were actually big YouTubers that all the other YouTubers would be like, the downfall of the Takedown twins. What happened to the Takedown twins?
Somebody makes a reaction.
The cost of fame.
Somebody makes a big reaction. Someone makes a big reaction video to this. Just highlighting the epic fall.
Not only all their timestamps.
Not only from our channel for the beginning of the year to the end of the year, but as a total. This video being the prime example of everything that went wrong.
The poor guys.
There was some kind of potential here. And I think before our eyes, we saw them completely crumble.
They did that one video that one time. Well, no, that's a response video to this video, so it would be a direct look at this one and say, well, there it is.
At least they acknowledged it themselves in this video. They predicted the fact that I would be here making this video, responding to the absolute tragedy.
I gotta give it to them, they're self-aware.
The Takedown twins got taken down.
They took themselves down.
In the end, what was it that took the Takedown twins? In the end, were the Takedown twins taken down? Or did they take themselves down? That had potential to go a lot better than it just did. And I bombed it.
Oh no. Just feel it slipping out of your fingers, out of your grip.
Trying to improvise, trying to be quick on your feet. And that's why you're so weird when you start out on YouTube. For the first time, like when you get on the camera for the first time, you've never been in a silent room. You've never interacted with an inanimate object. Trying to process the fact that someday there might be someone on the other end of that lens actually watching what you're doing. And you just don't know what to do. What do you talk about? How do you be comfortable just being dumb and falling apart and failing and having a bit that's happening, and you're trying to improvise to some degree, and you're bombing. What do you do? I mean, I guess we chose not to ever cut our camera fully.
That is the thing, yeah.
A lot of people just cut out stuff that they don't do well. But for us, there was like a perfectionist thing at the beginning that translated into just pure imperfection now, where it was at the beginning we never wanted to cut the camera as kind of more evidence of what we were doing to be honest and to be true. But the problem is when you're not comfortable in front of a camera, you should be cutting.
Yeah, you should be doing camera cuts.
But it put us in the position where now we have to try to be at least better at communicating. And if we are still tragic at communicating, just accepting the fact that, well, that was bad.
Yeah.
And move on. Accept it as a bad moment. I don't know why I'm ranting about this.
Ooh, nice little char in this one.
That's the nacho cheese?
Here's the waffle again.
The structure of this bread and the butteriness, I wasn't expecting that break.
No, and this needed the toaster, so I'll give it to all those toasted people that aren't watching right now.
I love that. Wow, I bet my teeth.
I must say, my taste buds are starting to go. So I'm having a difficult time picking up on any flavor. But the texture is nice.
Boy. They're watching me like just be fascinated by this dough, but I was just expecting it to be like a normal waffle. It is so not that. Ugh, the pearl sugars in it. We're almost done. We're almost done here. I think we hit 2 hours.
I think so. I'm almost as happy as that one person that's watching. Right there.
I feel like those things are a highlight for me. They are so buttery.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to have those again. I'm trying to think of everything that was on this table when we started.
At one point we were eating chocolate cake.
I forgot about that.
We had tiramisu. We had Twix bars at one point. Feta cheese spread. Those. Oh, really?
Excellent. Yep. Wow. Okay. Keep it going too much longer, it's going to happen. I will end up falling asleep.
You wanna call it?
And if we crashed and burned enough, is there anything we can finish or want to finish before we go?
You said you were done.
Oh, no, I was saying, like, if I keep it going too much longer, we will hit the point in which I fall asleep. I'm good.
I'm satisfied.
You done? Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I feel like the task has been performed. I'm quite satisfied. I don't feel the need to truck on any longer.
Okay. All right. We'll wrap this thing up then?
Yeah, any final words for you?
No, that was just... I can't wait to see what that's like.
I guarantee.
What a time.
I guarantee there are going to be a whole lot of disappointed people. Ooh, but just know, we had a good time.
The videos will continue being edited.
Oh yeah.
That's another misconception, is the fact that a lot of people are like, if you do one thing differently, all of a sudden that's your channel entirely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you did this one video, and you got people being like, oh, but I missed the time when I was like, that was last week. You know, it's like, this isn't the channel now. We're not only putting up 2-hour, 3-hour videos where we're not editing and, I don't know, just eating for a really long time.
People like to jump to conclusions. So you do one thing a little different one week, and they're like, oh, whoa. I can't believe you're not doing that other thing anymore. It's only just a week. Just
variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. Anyways, this was a weird time. I don't think I anticipated talking quite as much as we did.
No, I don't know what I was anticipating, I guess, because what we're gonna do, just sit here? I guess we've done it before.
I guess that's our usual videos, because I mean, you bring a bunch of food and then you eat it all and you don't talk in between as much as possible to at least streamline part of the video. But in a video that you're not trying to streamline to any capacity, I guess, yeah. What else do you do?
I need one more piece of this. I want as much of this to be gone as possible, as I've said like 4 times now.
I get it.
Well, you can wrap up if you want.
I am falling asleep. I was gonna let you eat that, but
That was okay.
yeah.
We can wrap it up with me eating it.
I guess you've seen us eat enough, and you are probably as sick of this as we are. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody just heard that because they jumped right to the end to see where did they choose to end. Where did they finish?
what happened?
Hopefully, our one person who's taken on this challenge voluntarily can sit through this entire video. I hope you had a good time today. I hope that this was quite an experience and quite a moment for you. But seriously, anybody that's watching this video right now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed something that happened throughout this very long experience. If you did, please give it a like. Jump in the comment section. Just comment anything you want.
We don't want to hear what they have to say.
Feel free. But specifically, if you are out there and you have made timestamps for some pretty interesting and maybe the 3 entertaining moments that happened within a 2-hour span, please leave that comment. We will check on those timestamps, and if they are legitimate, we will pin your comment so that somebody else can enjoy moments of this video. And if you are watching right now and you are not yet subscribed to this channel, I don't believe that you are actually watching right now, but if you are, please...
You're not subscribing because of this one.
Please subscribe to the channel. I swear we do have a lot of really fun videos that we typically do. Feel free to go check those out. We have a lot more fun videos coming. I still think that there is something about this video that is fun in its nature. It's just also absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again in the next one.
Oh, man. That was a long time.
That was so much talking.
What in the world is that video, dude? And we left the top world.
I know. I thought about it for a second. I almost said something about it, and I was like,
If someone watched it.
nope.
Okay, I'll turn off the cameras at least.